was it was a little nerve-wracking at first, being able to run down the hill, seeing all the fans. But as the game got going and I got my catch, I was a little bit more calm. And after the catch, most definitely got a little more relaxed, I would say, in the game.
How much does it help having someone like DJ here, who you obviously went to school with?
It helps a lot, just on and off the field. It helps being able to have a friend off the field that I've known for a while now, and then on the field, just having a guy that I've played with, know how he throws the ball, knows his tendencies and things like that. It's helped a lot in the process.
Has he given you any advice? Or?
Yeah, he's given me some advice as far as classes go, how to manage your time, things like that. Yes, sir.
What did you see from him early on from DJ?
As far as in the season, or
Yeah, just overall, first time you were around him.
oh yeah, first time I was around him, he was very mature in high school, so he was really a guy that I would go hang out with during lunch, things like that. See him walking around, talk to him, and yeah, I would just say he was very mature at our young age.
Can you take us back to, I guess, the recruiting process and kind of how you ended up here and just how that all played out?
Yeah, so I would say before my junior season, I came here on a visit. It was during the summer camp, and I believe it's in June. I came out here, performed well during the camp. The coaches had already kind of known about me through DJ and things like that. But when I came out here, I performed well at the camp and received my offer from Coach Dabo. And ever since then, it was a pretty good relationship between Coach Scott that used to be here, and when Coach Grisham got the job, we really hit it off, and I just fell in love with the place, came on a couple more visits, came to a game, things like that, and it was a pretty easy process for me.
No concerns about being so far away?
Oh no, I kind of wanted to get away from home a little bit, just being on the West Coast my whole life. Kind of wanted to get a new feel for things out here.
How different is it here?
It's a lot slower, a lot calmer. I like it more out here though than the city. There's a lot of traffic and things like that. But out here, people are nicer, things like that. I love it. Yes, sir.
There's obviously a lot of talent and depth
Yeah.
in the wide receiver position. How, I guess, do you feel like you fit in there? Who did you kind of learn from some of those older guys?
I feel like I fit in pretty well. Coming in January, I was able to have some time to pick up on plays and things like that. So it's not that bad of a transition being around a whole lot of playmakers. But as far as in the group, guys like E.J. Williams, J. Ross, Joe Ngata, I learn from those dudes every day. We run routes, and then after the route, we come back each play, talk about what we could have done, things we saw. We ask each other, like, hey, bro, was I short? How did the route look? Things like that. So we have all of us have a good relationship with each other. As far as even the walk-ons, we love each other. So it's a great group of guys.
After the Georgia game, Dabo said he wished he would have gotten you in the game. Just,
Yes, sir.
I guess, what was it like watching on the sides and kind of hoping you were going to get a chance?
Yeah.
And then, I guess, yeah, just take me kind of through that.
As the first, I would say I was ready. I was ready to get in there. Coaches were telling me to be ready. We had a great week of preparation, and I was doing well in practice and things like that. So I was just ready for the most part. And being able to watch a game like that from the sideline was a great experience for me, just being in my first college game, first packed house, things like that. So and seeing guys like J. Ross and those dudes go out there and perform was just a great opportunity, I would say.
What do you feel like you did during camp to kind of impress the staff and make them, even though you didn't get in, they wish they would have gotten you in a game like that?
I feel like it was just being ready when my number was called. In practice, they would tell me to go in if somebody was gassed, and just knowing my assignment, alignment, little things like that was the key for them to be able to trust me and things like that. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No, you good.
Dad was talking a lot about cross-training you guys, and
Mhm.
you told us when they thought EJ might be out for a few weeks, they were
Yeah.
in the slot.
Yeah.
Where do you like to be used?
I'm really liking the slot position. In high school, I played more of like the outside boundary type dude, but being able to come here and work in the slot is just developing my game for the next level at a high level, and it's really fun being able to learn different positions within the offense, and it helps you learn like where you're supposed to be at all times, knowing the whole concept of the play.
Is there a big difference in the slot position and being an outside?
It depends on the teams we play. A lot of times you can get man coverage from the slot, so it's kind of like you're playing against corners that just play inside. So it's not that big of a difference, but you may see some linebackers/safeties every now and then. Yep.
Early on in camp, when we got to go out there and watch a little bit, it seemed like you were making some plays against some of the veterans. Did
Yes,
that
sir.
give you some confidence pretty early on? Just what was it like kind of early on in camp?
Oh yeah, it definitely gave me some confidence being able to go up against guys that were highly ranked, things like that. And we're at Clemson, so the competition doesn't really get any better. And just being able to make plays, I would say it really boosts my confidence, and it just made me to like continue to work on the smaller things. Yes, sir.
Just wanted to ask about one of your classmates, Will Taylor. I know he's in the
Oh, yeah.
program right now.
Yes, sir.
This 5'10", 175-pound guy. When you saw him for the first time, what kind of stood out about him as an athlete?
As an athlete, I would just say his speed is unmatched. First time we came out in skills and drills where it's like a player-led practice, and he was out playing wideout, and that was like my first time ever seeing him do anything. And he ran some route, I forgot, but the separation he had from the DB was like, I was blown away by it. I didn't think he was that fast, but yeah, I would just say his speed overall just is mind-blowing.
So after watching him play receiver some, what do you think, I guess in the summer, what do you think that transition will be like for him when the time does come?
I think it would be pretty easy as far as learning the plays and things like that. Since he's playing quarterback right now, they have to know basically everything. So the transition won't be that bad for him. He can catch naturally, run routes naturally, cut, things like that. So as far as the receiver position, it would just be probably blocking a little bit more, things like that.
Does he have Will Shipley speed?
He's almost there. Will Shipley is on a whole nother level, yeah.
Does anyone have Will Shipley speed?
We have a couple of guys. Frank Latson is up there as one of the fastest dudes, and Nate Wiggins is probably, I would say he's tying with Will Shipley up there. Nate Wiggins is real fast.
Bo, have you seen anything yet out of the Georgia Tech defense, and how excited are you to open ACC play this week?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. Just being able to start conference play, things like that. Our next goal is to win the division, so this is the first step to winning the division. So, and as far as the Georgia Tech defense goes, I still have to watch a little bit more film on that. Haven't really dove into that yet. We'll start today in meetings and things like that on their defense.
You see the stiff arm by their linebacker even on their own player?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but I'm just excited to get this week going, starting ACC plays. It's a great opportunity.
Do you feel that sense that you guys are the team to beat this league because you have been for the last several years? You have been part of it.
Yeah.
Does this team as a whole have that sense that they're all chasing us?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I feel like throughout the whole year, no matter who we play, it's going to be like that. And even starting this year with Georgia, it was we had a huge target on our back, and just going through the ACC, there's teams that that have had success in the past and feel like they could probably finally get us this year. So there's going to be a whole lot of teams that think they have a chance against us and things like that. So we just have to stay ready and not play to opponents and just beat Clemson at the end of the day.
I think DJ told us that the first thing we ever heard about Clemson was when he turned on the TV and saw Todd Boyd.
Yeah.
What is your first recognition of Clemson the first time you ever heard?
I would say when they played LSU in the bowl game a couple of years back, or a little while ago now. That was the first time I ever heard of it. DeAndre Hopkins was there, and that's kind of when I really started watching Clemson. I kind of faded off a little bit and then came back when they were in the college football playoffs and things like that. So, yeah.
How much did DJ being here and having a quarterback you're already sort of familiar with, help your decision? Did it play any role in your recruitment?
I would say it played a pretty big role in my recruitment. Just being comfortable with somebody already and they go to a school that's recruiting you, you don't really get that option a lot of times. And it's at a pretty high level. Clemson, you couldn't get any better than that as far as going there as a receiver. So I took that into consideration with my decision.
You watch a game like the Ohio State-Oregon game or UCLA against LSU a couple weeks ago and feel like, oh good, West Coast football is like good again or having some moments?
Oh yeah, and I'm just happy for my guys that are back there. I know a lot of players that play for Oregon, UCLA. I'm just happy for those guys. But being able to see West Coast ball come across the country now and sort of start to dominate, it's pretty good to see.
Were you from South Central?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Do you have any personal goals for the rest of the season?
Personal goals. I would just say score one touchdown. That would be enough for me at this point. But as far as I don't really have any like extravagant goals or anything like that. I just want to play whenever I get in, be ready, and just play as hard as I can.
Anything from anybody on Zoom?
Hey, Beaux, it's Trevor. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Trevor.
It's Trevor from CUTigers.com. We didn't get to talk to you after the spring game, but I think you had the first touchdown on a pass from DJ.
Yes, sir.
What was that moment like for you, and did that give you a little bit of a taste of what it'll be like to score a touchdown in a real game?
Oh, yeah, it definitely did. There wasn't the same amount of fans in the stands, but it was a pretty good feeling hearing people cheer for me, being able to celebrate with DJ as well. And it was just a good feeling to be able to catch my first pass and it be a touchdown. So that was a good feeling.
Hey, Beaux, it's Anna with Clemson 24/7. Dabo told the media after the game Sunday night that perimeter blocking needed to be better, just from the wide receivers as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
What showed up? Well, I guess you guys haven't watched tape, but in terms of what have you guys seen or heard feedback from the coaches, and how can you get better in that regard?
Oh, yeah, we've been hearing that for a while now. And as far as the game, I watched film, and there was a block that I missed. And it's just the little things as far as our seeing pre-snap where the defenders are, where they're tilted, if they're already running before the play even starts. And as far as blocking for me is just, I would say not attacking one defender and being able to reach both. So it's just the little things we have to work on a little bit more in practice and get, as far as me, get used to blocking on the perimeter. I wasn't used to that in high school, but it's a part of our system now, so we have to get it down pat.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Beaux.
Appreciate you.